Going live. Third.
And
Teal.
You know what it is, man. You're locked into Third and Teal where they keep it real. And if you don't know, you're going to learn today. Third and Teal, baby, and I'm out. Let's go.
Third and Teal. Welcome in. Got my normal crew with me. Got Mr. Eric, Mr. Smooth up here in the top with me. What's going on, Mr. Smooth? How's it going?
Hey, it's going. Another lovely day, lovely week to talk Jags football. Can't get any better than that.
Hell yeah. Trevor, how's it going?
No, we here and we won. So
Yes,
it's
we
good.
One is an understatement. We killed them.
Put belt to ass, bitch. Fuck 'em. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. It was a good game. We went out there and we did our thing.
We
Did our thing is an understatement.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think either one of us expected anything like that.
no.
No, I mean, I thought we were going to win, but I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Right.
And then, Curtis had us do that little like, what's your outlook on the rest of the season? And I was trying to be as objective as possible. So I was like, we're playing right now, I can see us losing to the Chargers. It's like, but we always play them tough. I think we're going to win. But if we're just being objective, we're trying to blah, blah, blah. And then Curtis goes on there. Oh, I think the Texans are winning out. I'm like, whoa, buddy, you should have gone first. That way I could have seen the delusionometer I had to, kind of be on.
And what's crazy is Curtis is always usually he's usually the one that's even. He's not going to tweak out.
The Texans started winning again, so now he's not,
Yeah, well, they started winning against fucking no one. They're still bad.
Oh, man.
Fuck them.
It's yeah. We're doing our thing though. So it's all good. Yeah, man. That was a crazy win. I mean the thing I liked about it too is everybody got some, it wasn't like it was like one or two players and all that. I mean, Tim Patrick caught a touchdown. What's his name? Tootin got a touchdown. Cam Little got some field goals. We had everybody got the ball.
Cam Little didn't kick no field goal.
Did he not? I thought we kicked the field goal.
Just extra points. No field goals, no punts.
I know we had no punts. That was nice. But yeah, man, it was a good team win. Defense really held up their end of the bargain. That was nice to see. Because I was getting real tired of not seeing that defense we saw early in the season anymore.
I was getting real tired of seeing anything that Walker Little did ever.
Well,
but this week,
I wasn't on him yet. But I told somebody though. I was talking to somebody at work about that, and I said, both of our tackles, Walker Little more than Anton, but still Anton almost as much. I've seen them both get run over by dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chargers don't really have a big name edge threat or a big run you over type edge rusher. They just have some smaller, finesse guys. They don't really have big edge rushers. I was like, you don't just all of a sudden not get bulldozed by grown men as a grown man.
Right.
Him having a good game doesn't exactly tell me that all of a sudden he's fixed. He's still Walker Little. We're still going to have issues. It's just, we'll see. He played good. I'm going to give him his credit. He played good this game, but better. I should say he played better this game. I'm not going to say good. He played better this game. But that doesn't tell me that when we go up against not the Cardinals, I don't really know that they have a crazy edge rusher that I'm worried about. But if I guess we play the Titans after that too. I mean, their edge rushers aren't great either.
Nope.
Who do we play right after the Titans? Is it the Jets?
The Colts.
Colts. That's right. Yeah, Colts. I'm kind of worried about. We'll see, but still though, Walker Little Anton, good job this game, good job. But I don't have the most hope going forward that they're somehow fixed and they're different now.
No, I won't say good job. I'll say thanks for doing your job.
Yeah,
because that's your job, and that's how we have fallen into this like state of just desperation when it comes to these guys. Because how the fuck are you gonna sit here and look, man, if any of us were to perform at our jobs that fucking poorly, we wouldn't have a job. And the fact that we're sitting here talking about, oh my God, they had such a good game. I'm so like, good job, man. Good job. No, that's your fucking job. This is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And what's crazy is like right now, I know every Jags fan ever is like, no, I mean, I can't hate on them right now, man. We ran good. We had a little bit of time to throw the ball. And it's like, yes, but that's the problem. This is what we should do every week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like they played like the best game ever. They just had a good game. They had a solid game as no line.
Right.
The Colts have this type of shit every week.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots have this shit every week. I mean, the Eagles, they have this shit every week. The Cowboys have this shit every week. You got teams that have good offensive lines that have this shit every fucking week. So, no, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, my God, good job. No, it's still fuck you. Like, because I ain't forgetting about the last 3 out of 4 that are completely almost, like, solely on you.
Right.
I'm going to say thank you, though, for actually showing up and doing your job. I appreciate that. Because you could have just as easily showed up and been whatever fucking sorry excuse for a lineman you were past month.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I still feel like that's the thing, man. I think people are just seeing what can be done with just a little bit of help from the offensive line. Because, even in these games that we lost, that we shouldn't have lost, and we lost because of X, Y, or Z, like this play, it was Chuma Doga. This play, it's Walker Little. This play, it's Ezra Cleveland. This play, it's Anton. We're still in those games because our skill positions are actually showing up and carrying the workload. Now, it just so happens it wasn't enough in those games. It sucks. That's the truth. What happened last week is our skill positions showed up and they showed up on the line.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So we played a full, complete 60-minute game. And I love that we didn't I love that we didn't let off the gas pedal until they did.
Right. Exactly.
Success. Oh, hell no. No, hey, look. Hey, new rule.
Ban him.
New rule. If you're going to put that in the comment section, you're going to have to break down every piece of that. Because everybody I know that says that shit has no idea what it means.
Honestly, I don't even care. So
you'll have that on these bigger jobs.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I don't know, but I just know there's not even much to say about that game. And I know that sounds crazy because, you look at it like, wow, such a monster fucking game for us. But, like, there's not much you can say about it. It's just that is a perfect example of what you should do every week.
Right.
And that it's as simple as that. Nobody did anything fucking insane. Nobody did anything crazy. Like even the interception. The interception was an overthrow where you just paid attention and kept your eyes on the ball throughout the whistle. You didn't give up on the play because it wasn't targeted at you.
Right.
The run game. I feel like ETN still has great vision. I think he makes perfect reverse cuts when necessary. And I think that's the only reason we have the success on the ground we do. Tootin was just running through motherfuckers.
Yeah. Actually, Tootin led the team in rushing with 74 yards.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Tootin had a good game.
He was cooking.
Got hurt.
And I think I didn't get to watch the Trevor interception. I woke up after that. I didn't get to watch it.
It was a bad throw.
It was a bad throw.
I mean, and you'll have that. I mean, it's still, I'm not mad at the dude. The dude turns in a touchdown on his feet and through the air. And he made solid throws to get us first downs so we can maintain possession and bleed the clock. He did everything I want him to do.
You know, the number one thing I noticed since Jacoby Myers been on the team, we don't have as many drop balls anymore.
It
What
is
is that
that
sorcery?
that magical thing where the ball does not go out of his hands when it hits him.
Right.
Yep.
You know, Tim Patrick. Yeah. And who else was played pretty good receiver wise? Dang it. Trammell been doing pretty good lately also.
Tremble had a decent game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one catch over the middle early in the game that
Yeah.
really was good, that diving one.
You know, one thing I did like, though, and this is not just an offensive line thing, but it is a testament, and this is why everybody's wanting to give them flowers for days right now. No offensive penalties.
One.
Honestly, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. There was one, I think.
Was it
I'm
on
not
offense?
mistaken.
As far as I know, there was zero on offense.
Zero on the offense.
May have been zero. I think I said that earlier. I know we had one penalty,
You know,
but
and
zero.
that's a massive thing.
Yes.
That's perfect. That is the one thing that they did that was exceptional.
The one penalty we had was the roughing the passer on BJ Green.
You know what? That's bull. They need to review that rule.
Well, dude,
They
you know
fined the
he
shit out
got
of him.
he got fined that $20K and said, "Oh well, he landed with his body weight on him." How the
And
fuck
he
is
did
your
not.
arm your body weight?
I know,
He
right?
even put his other arm to brace and only brought him down with his arm. And, I mean, Herbert just did a fucking flip.
No, Herbert just got fucked up by a grown man. That's what happened. He got his ass yanked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was bull crap right there.
Yeah, that was a great play. I mean, BJ Green said the right thing. He said, "I'm not going to slow down or change how I play." He's like, and honestly, I think Green and Strigow need to get more rotation. I think,
Me too.
honestly,
They are
like
eating shit.
I think Smoot, unless we're throwing him in it like the 3-tech, I think he needs to stay off the field on edge rushing situations. Him and Ogba. Like Strigow and Green, anytime we've given them opportunities in the preseason and the regular season, I mean, they've gone out there and they've performed.
Right.
I mean, Strigow had what, 6? I think he had like 6 or 8 plays, and he got pressure on like 33% of them. Like, you know, he and BJ Green had a sack that should have never been flagged, which you know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they still got the sack. Like, I think it's stupid that it just – I mean, I know technically all penalties like that, it nullifies it, but, like, that's so stupid. With the whole, oh, well, ref's discretion, here's a flag.
Yeah.
And then the NFL comes and backs them. It's like, okay, so everybody complains about how soft football's getting, and then you're going to come behind them and you're going to back them and say, yes, we want soft football because Justin Herbert's one of our golden boys. Like, but Trevor doesn't get those calls.
Fuck no,
Trevor's been landed on multiple times this season on people's entire weight. Well, then even the one later in the game with Eric Armstead, where he like caught him on the sideline and Herbert stopped and kind of like fell backwards. Eric Armstead landed right on top of him, and they didn't throw a flag then. He
was considered a runner then. That was different.
Yeah, he was considered a runner 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he was outside the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid, man. I hate that stuff. I mean, it's just
bullshit.
Refs just do too much with their discretion, and then the league decides to back them instead of coming out and, you know, all the league had to do was come out and say, hey, you know, we're not going to fine him. We don't feel like that should have been a pass or a roughing the passer because he did not land with his body weight on him. He followed all the rules. You know, even JJ Watt, who's a generational Jag hater,
right?
He was like, this is BS. He did everything he needed to do. He didn't land on him. He didn't hit him high. He didn't hit him low. He even tried to brace whenever he went to the ground. Like, he literally textbook did like the cleanest, best sack you could possibly do, and they flagged him for it.
And that's what it sounds like.
And JJ Watt will not say nice things about the Jaguars.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have someone. That's why I like listening to JJ Watt in the booth, man, because he genuinely loves football.
Oh yeah, I like JJ, and he doesn't glaze players all game.
Exactly, like he would rather see the game of football develop and advance over his hatred for an individual team.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like whatever that dumbass was we had for the Raider game, that motherfucker's terrible.
Yeah.
He's bad.
That's Mark Schlereth. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
He was
Yeah,
trying to slurve on fucking Max Crosby.
Yeah,
And-
he's horrible. He's horrible.
Yeah, well,
He really is.
man, hey,
You know, it's
some
bad
color in
when
his
the opposing
cornflakes, man. Something wrong with that
when
dude.
the opposing team pulls their quarterback at the start of the fourth quarter and say, "Okay, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it."
I like that. And I like that that's when we pull back enough to just be like, all right.
See, here's my thing. Points count when it comes to tiebreakers and playoffs. So I was like, go for the points, man. But Isaiah did say that. Well, they basically is giving up. I'm like, man, kick the field goal. Screw this going for it.
Now
on
that
fourth down.
I would have
Kick
liked
the
to have
field
seen.
goal.
You're up big. I don't give a damn I don't care if it's fourth down or not. And I like that both teams were like, fuck it, we're going for it on fourth down because ain't nobody nobody cares enough, man. We just going for it. Fuck it.
Right.
And I would have liked to have seen though from just the record standpoint, just give him a chance. Let him break it again.
Yeah, I mean, I get it though. At the same time, you're trying not to. I mean, you're risking guys getting hurt doing it either way. Really, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like you want to see him put some more points on the board, man. Like, we finally get up in a game like that, and I get it. 36-6 or whatever the fuck it was, like 35-6, whatever it was. Like, yeah, that's a lot of points, but like we could have scored 50. Like, let's go score 50. Like.
Yeah, let's put it on them, man.
Yeah,
let's do it.
I actually saw a thing, and since the Evan Ingram touchdown drive in that playoff game against the Chargers,
66-9.
Yeah, 66-9 is the run that we're currently on, and that is because this is the first game we've played them since then. But yeah, 66-9 is they've scored 3 field goals against us since that Evan Ingram touchdown drive to right before the half against them in the playoffs.
In 6 complete quarters, we've outscored them 66-9.
Yep. Go Jags!
Wow. Go Jags!
That's 11 points a quarter.
We out there. We throwing. We doing it. We running it.
But let me ask this question because I thought about this Monday. Okay, so after the Houston game, we all basically were saying they are not a playoff team. All right, so after this performance, do you feel like they're still not a playoff team, or they are? But there's a caveat to that.
Well,
exception.
I would like to say first that even after the Houston game, I said the same thing then that I said when we played the Chiefs, and the same thing I'm going to say now. I don't believe in the whole this is or is not a playoff team designation.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you get hot at the right time or you don't. And I think this team has the capabilities of making a playoff push. I believe in that. Because if you can win an ugly game and you can overcome adversity late in games, or even at halftime, like when shit's just not going your way, and you find a way to win, yeah, you got a winning mentality. You're developing that culture. 2017, nobody said we were a playoff team. We go to the fucking conference championship. Okay, like, true. So no, I won't ever say we're not a playoff team. We could have been day one of this season, and I not known shit about what was going to happen. We still have the potential. It's day one. The same thing. Look around at last year. You look at the NFC. Washington came out of nowhere, straight to the conference championship. Beginning of the year, nobody would have even thought they'd be close to the playoffs. Same thing you look at this year. You got a couple teams right now. Like, say, for instance, Carolina. Carolina is 6-4.
Yeah, I saw that. 6-5.
Yeah. They're 6-5. Sorry.
Yeah.
They're 6-5. Carolina is 6-5. Anybody can be a playoff team. What I think this team can do, though, this team can win ugly games. And now they've shown you that when they figure it out, which they're getting it. I don't think it's completely figured out. But if after this past week, you're like, okay, you guys are capable. So you've shown yourselves that. That's the first clean game for a full 60-minute experience they have put together all year. And you're like, okay, this is where you got to start trying to get ready to get hot for a playoff push. So you got to try to get ready. You want to finish the year out. this team can absolutely be a playoff team. But I did still believe that even after the Texans game. Because, I mean, still, you look at the Texans game, and just like I mentioned earlier, like, even these games where we felt like, fuck, man, like, this is fucking terrible, they were still in it till the very end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can be a playoff team. Anybody.
Okay. All right. I hear you. What you think, Isaiah? I see your brain going.
So I was going to let Trevor get it out of the way because I know how Trevor feels about it. One game does not change it for me. Now, again, I think whenever I'm saying, are we a playoff team, it's do I think we can make a push and noise in the playoffs? No, I don't. Not this year. Not anything of like, I don't think we're a Super Bowl team. Like, that's for me, like a playoff team is a team you go in like knowing, okay, this team could potentially make it to the Super Bowl. Now, of course, there is always a chance that we could get hot and we could go. I'm never going to rule out that. But I think that right now, based off of one game against the Chargers, who we always play tough, who Trevor Lawrence has never lost to, who Justin Herbert just lays an egg against us for some reason. I'm not going to say, but again, I don't think that's what happened. I don't think they just magically can't play well against us. Like, I do think we played really good in that game, but we still have glaring holes that are going to stop us down the stretch and in the long run. And we're going to have to play teams again that we've already played 2 to maybe 3 times. Get into the dance, anything can happen. And Duval, that's what I'm saying. But like, you know, we still have Walker Little on this team if we make the playoffs or we don't. Now, I think we're going to make the playoffs. Like, I don't think there's any question of that now. I mean, we've got 6 wins. We still have to play the Cardinals, who I think we're going to beat this weekend. We've still got to play the Jets, who we're going to beat, and we got the Titans, who we're likely going to sweep, and we have to play the Colts in Jacksonville. So there's a very good chance that we could be a 10 or 11 win team and make it into the wild card. But I don't think that we are at the point where, like, I can confidently say we're a playoff team in the sense of we're going to be playing down the stretch for the title. Just because, again, we've got to play the Chiefs again, likely. We got to play the Bills, which the Bills don't look great. But, like, you know what I mean? We got to play the Chiefs again. We might have to play the Colts a third time to try and get there. And the issue is we still have Walker Little and Anton Harrison, and we still have Pat McCarry on this team. And we still have, you know, I mean, we potentially have Jordan Lewis back down the stretch, but we still have Monteric Brown, who might be expected to be a starter down the stretch. We still have Dewey Wingard and Eric Murray if Eric Murray comes back. Like, you know, I don't – which honestly, if Eric Murray comes back, I think you leave Antonio Johnson out there and you rotate Dewey and Eric. I think that Antonio Johnson's playing well enough and has been playing well enough this season that we give him a shot at keeping the starting job, at least at the end of the season. I'm not saying he's our long-term answer, but anyways, back on track. We still have 2 edge rushers who had a decent game against the Chargers, who have the worst O-line in the league. You know, like, this team still isn't built for a Super Bowl run. And I think that the problem I'm having is, like, if we get into the playoffs, right, and we're going to get into the playoffs, we have to hope that we get the right matchup each round to keep going. Like, there's no, like, Jacksonville gets in the playoffs, there's not a single other AFC team that can beat us, or there's not a single other AFC team that I'm really not worried about. Like, we've got to get the best, you know, we got to play the Steelers, or, you know, like, if whoever else sneaks in, we got to play it, you know, but, like, if we get the 7 seed, we're playing the 2 seed. And if we get the 6 seed, we're playing the 3 seed. Like, we got to figure that out. So as of right now, absolutely anything can happen. 100%. I'm just not going to sit here and say that, like, we've got a shot at the bowl this year, because I do think that we still have some holes that need to be fixed. But I will say, with Liam Cohen and the way that we are, I feel like we can beat any team after the Chargers game. I mean, I feel like we can beat any team. I'm not saying we can't. It's just that, like, I'm not going to confidently go into any NFL game this season and say Jaguars are going to beat the team they're playing, unless we're on this AFC South show, because I've never once picked against the Jaguars, and I never will. But Denver are pretenders, Pats are pretenders, Colts are pretenders, but we'll get to that. No, so I don't know, man. I think that we are a playoff team in the sense of we will make the playoffs and we have a chance to win a game or 2. But I don't think we're like a Super Bowl playoff team right now. And that's just, again, we're going to have too much film and too much Walker Little and too much Anton Harrison and too much Eric Murray and too much Dewey Wingard. And just some of those guys that, like, we just don't have the people to fill those spots.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For me, it's the inconsistency. From one week to another, you just have no idea what you're going to get from this team. Like Sunday was just, oh man, Sunday was just heaven. Like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is the team I'm talking about right here. And then you have the game against Cincinnati, the Houston fourth quarter. I mean, you're like, who's really going to show up? What is this team? Who is this team for real? And I think we still have to have that question answered before we really decide, just how far they are going to go. That's my opinion anyway.
We've got to go out there and against the Cardinals, against the Jets, against the Titans, like all of those games, we need to drop 30 plus every game. Like, we have to go out there and score easily in the games that we should. And then we need to go out there and beat teams that are going to be tough for us or supposedly supposed to be tough. The Broncos, the Colts, we got to go out there and beat them. Right. If we split with the Colts and we beat the Broncos and we beat those other teams, like if the Colts are our only loss going out of the season, okay, yeah, I'm on board. Like,
yeah, I'm good with that.
Like, we can beat anybody. We can go there. We can do it because our team is now consistent. But that's like, it's like one win doesn't exactly give me that until I see it multiple weeks in a row, or at least like a better overall product multiple weeks in a row. It's just not, because we could come out this week against the Cardinals and lay a fucking egg for no reason. Because that's
we've been known to do it.
We've been known to do it.
Yes.
But we could also go out there and we could beat them by 40 points. I mean, that's the Jaguars' problem right now. I mean, I keep seeing this cardiac tracker that keeps coming out, and like it's like we are the number one heart attack rating team in the NFL. Like, you never know if we're going to come out there and just kick ass, if we're going to come out there and get our ass kicked, or if we're going to keep it close and lose at the end, or keep it close and win. You never know. What you got, Trevor?
You see the wheels turning.
So there's only been one game this year that I felt like wasn't winnable for us, and it was the Rams game. We just were not winning that game. We just weren't. We got outplayed, outcoached from start to finish. Every other game, we're 1-2 plays away from winning it that we lost. And a couple of those games, we're not even plays that I believe are errors of our own. Like a DPI saved the fucking Bengals. That should not have ever been a loss. I mean, the Texans game, another DPI saved them. That was fucking crazy. I mean, they literally held their hands to the end zone. Now, did we still have a collapse? Absolutely. But still. And then Trevor still puts us in position to win the game, despite all that. Those are the types of things that playoff teams are made of. Is when shit goes wrong, really wrong, you still find a way to fucking win. We still found ways to win those games, even when shit went wrong towards the end. We've got the shit that playoff teams are made of. We just got to clean up the in-between. Now, this game showed them and everyone else that they're capable of playing a clean 60 minutes. When you go into a game like the Cardinals, I don't believe in the backup quarterback theory that we just play bad against backup quarterbacks. I think backup quarterbacks get too much fucking help from officials because they know they're backup quarterbacks. Because if not, it's a blowout every time, and the league doesn't like that. That's not entertaining. But I'll say this, man. I feel like we come out, we play the Cardinals. Trey McBride's going to eat because he's the best tight end damn near in football now. Okay? He is. That's really going to be it. That's it. We should have no problem with this team. And I don't think we will. Then we play the Titans. Titans are going to play us hard. It doesn't matter how bad they are. They're going to play us hard. That's what they do. But we shouldn't have a problem with them. The Colts. I still feel like as soon as somebody remembers that if they get pressure on Daniel Jones, he cracks. Game over. I mean, that's what the Steelers did to him. They had him running for his fucking life, and he looked like he had no idea what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. True.
So, I mean, you get in there. I feel like now I'm still not personally happy with the production of the sacks this past game. Hell, even the record-breaking sack was weak as fuck. It was weak.
Talking about the one where he caught him from, like he grabbed him.
Yeah, he just like.
Oh no! That was. I will say that is a very hard sack to make against Justin Herbert, who is
No, he tripped him up. I mean, I get that, but like, Mr. 561, what's up, man? But
yeah, it's not like he like busted the edge and got there, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like it's not like you were like destroying the line. The guy still had a hand on you. Herbert just walked into your field of reach. Like that's a Herbert fault. That's not even the line's fault. But that being said, though, man, like we have the things that a playoff team needs to have. I mean, say for instance, if we're going to sit here and call we're not a playoff team, but you're not going to say that the Kansas City Chiefs aren't a playoff team. They just came from the Super Bowl.
They're not a playoff team.
No, I mean, yeah of course we'll say it. You know?
I mean,
right.
The national media might not say it, but I'll say it. I mean, they might not even make the playoffs of this. I mean, the league will will them in, but
I'm so tired of hearing that shit. Josh was held by the tackle. Josh gets held, but you know what? So does Max Crosby. So does every other fucking defensive end in the league, and that motherfucker still don't get off the damn block. I don't give a damn. Figure it out. You're getting paid like a top defensive end in the league. Get the fuck off the block, man. Figure it out. Because I'm the first one. I know he gets held. I know he gets held. So does Trayvon. So all of our linemen, they all get held. But damn, man, like, get off this shit. Figure it out. It's not that hard. I mean, look, and does that mean I think he needs to win every snap? No. But he barely wins any snaps now. His last game, he looked all right, but they have a really bad offensive line. They have the 32nd ranked offensive line in the National Football League. So take this performance with a grain of salt, at least from the defensive line standpoint. That was the worst line in all of football. So do with that what you will. However, again, looking forward, this Arizona game. All we need to do is even bring 75% of the efficiency that we had this past weekend, and we'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. I just hope they don't get the big head like after the Chiefs game. I agree. See, and that's where the inconsistency comes in at, I feel. You get to believe in the hype. Oh, we did this. And then you get up there and you half-ass perform. And then next thing you know, you're looking at an L. And I think that's the part this team really has to work on is coming in week in and week out and putting the type of game they put together Sunday, put that type of game together every week. That's how I look at that. Yeah, Josh, you got the sack. Of course, it wasn't. I like BJ Green's sack better than I like Josh Allen's sack.
Yeah, exactly.
But give them young guys a chance. They hungry. They feeding. They eating. Hey, put them out there. Let them see what we can get. Now it's the time. Secondary. I'm still out on our secondary right now. Especially against tight ends. Yeah, we did. Gatson had 2 catches for 21 yards or 41 yards or something like that.
Yeah, he had that one big catch on the broken play.
Yeah. And we already know that's been our biggest weakness on defense, the tight ends.
Okay.
So, and here we go with another one, McBride. So how are they going to perform on this one? Or are we going to be looking at another Brock Byers game where the tight end just eating us alive? Those are the questions that still need to be answered, on a weekly basis. Yeah, we can't forget how bad we play against backup QBs. Yeah. But I think we got enough film on Brissett right now. Brissett, he threw what 50-something times and completed 47. That's a lot of passes.
He set a record. He set a record for most.
That's a lot of passes in the game.
But you know what though? The thing about that is he still lost that game.
Exactly.
Because they're all checkdowns.
Yeah.
Miller won't be covering the tight end this time. No, I agree. I was just about to point that out in a second, Robert. I'm glad you did. You know, it will be much different having Devin out there. But even then, you know, you look at Jacoby. Their deep threat's not playing. Marvin Harrison's been ruled out. He gone.
Right.
Jacoby's a check down merchant. We've got fast linebackers. We should be all right.
Okay.
We just got to stop the run.
Yeah. William says, how do you guys feel about Jarian Jones overall?
Well, I still love him.
Great in the slot, needs work outside.
Yep. And honestly, fuck the work outside. Keep him at slot.
Yeah.
We need him there.
Yeah, with Lewis being out, yeah, we definitely need him there. He hasn't been that really. Jarian hasn't really been that bad on the outside.
No,
you know, he got that bull crap PI called against him, but he really hasn't been that bad. He's actually gotten better as the season's going on. You know,
as they've given him more reps.
Yeah, so
I think he played really well out there.
He has the talent, and he's been showing improvement. So if we need him out there, put him out there. Him and Buster, you know, who would you rather have out there? Buster Brown or Jarian Jones?
Jarian Jones.
Depends on the receiver.
Still say Jarian.
Buster plays better against big receivers than Jarian does, but Buster can't keep up with speed threats.
Buster can't keep up with speed threats, and sometimes Buster just don't use his fucking head. Sometimes Buster just gets flat out lost. And to be honest, I don't recall a time I've ever been like, damn, Jarian doesn't look like he has any idea what the fuck was going on.
Buster in zone, Jones in man. Yeah, I mean, that's the type of corners they are.
Yeah.
Buster came from Arkansas and was an all SEC player in his own scheme. And Jones came from Florida State and was an all player. Was he all ACC? I know he had like no touchdowns, all that stuff, but he was really good. But he was in a very like press man, bump and run scheme,
right?
And that's the problem we have is like we play such a weird switchy swatchy scheme,
right?
But yeah. Buster diagnosis is pretty good in zone though. He had that good switch and he had one where they tried to run the little like quick out and then receiver come underneath and he jumped it pretty good and switched off and it's been Braswell had a great game. I was
about to mention him.
Yeah. Braswell. Yeah. I want to see some more Braswell because he had a great game. And I mean, we thought he was going to be great when he was here the first time.
Right.
Do you think Juan Thornhill and BTJ can be friends now? They're on the same team. I don't give a fuck if they can be friends. What I need Juan Thornhill to do is fucking take back whatever fucking voodoo bullshit he put on his punk ass when he laid him out in the preseason.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we teammates now. I can lift this shit. You good? Like,
yeah.
I mean, Thornhill will be a solid rotational piece for us. He's got experience.
Right. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
I want to see some more Raywan Lane. I want to see some more rotations of him getting in there.
Me too. I love when he's in there. He's physical, fast, just boom. You can tell he wants to be on the field.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hate. I hate watching people play like they couldn't care less.
Mm-hmm.
Hate that shit. That's how Cisco played. That's how Tyson played.
Yeah. Raywan Lane is the Ventrell Miller of the secondary. He's not the most athletic guy, but he's a heat-seeking missile, and he will pop you if he gets the chance. And he does what he does what he's supposed to do. Now he's not. I doubt he's the best in coverage. I mean, he's not very fast. I doubt he's the best in coverage, but like his run support, he's freaking solid, man. And he does what he is normally where he needs or is supposed to be.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'd like to see him get some more reps, but we'll have to see how this one Thornhill thing roughs out. But also that tells me that Eric Murray might be down a little longer than we expected.
Yes. Yeah.
That tells me there's a good chance he either might not come back until later, or he's just going to be out longer than we thought. And yeah, I agree. Gladstone is building a physical team, and not just like a big team, like Trent Baalke said. He's building a physical team.
A physical team. It's the difference between being big and being physical. It's a big difference.
Yeah, that's how you get Walker Little and what's his name, Luke Fortner.
Yeah.
You get two big fucking retards.
Hey,
just big dumb dickheads.
Cole Van I forget that boy.
Cole Van Lannon.
Yeah, he pretty decently this past week also. Now he's a good rotational piece. He really is. He fills in across the line.
Where was Van Lannon playing last? Oh, so he was playing right tackle.
He was playing right tackle. Yeah.
So that tells me that Van Lannon is like the number one outside of the center position. He is the number one backup. Across the entire line.
Across the line, right.
Okay. And then we've got Edoga who comes in at guard and right tackle. And then we got Wyatt Millum who doesn't exist. And yeah, I want to see him, man. I don't know what's going on with that, but
I just want to see Millum.
I think Millum been injured though. He's had some.
No, he's been off the injured list for 4 or 5 weeks now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's been active.
I just wish they fucking play him. Fuck.
I don't know if he's like having issues with the I don't know if he's been hurt, and they're just keeping him out precautionary and not listing him. I don't know if he's having issues with the playbook. He's just not playing.
Who are the linemen we drafted? We drafted Millum and who else?
Millum and Monheim, Jonah Monheim, the center.
All right.
From USC.
Because I know Cohen said in an interview that one of them was having a little bit of trouble getting used to the physicality of the game.
Millum is actually questionable right now. So he must have got hurt again.
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing with Millum. Why, okay, maybe he's not ready. He's not ready. Okay, but we don't know what he can be. But we know what Walker Little is, and it's bad.
Right.
I mean, fuck it. Let the kid play. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Because at least if he does bad, I can be like, he's a rookie. I mean, I get it. I get it. You're going to have that.
Well, that's the question, too.
I'm like, you're a fucking fifth-year piece of shit.
Mm.
Well, I mean, that's what do we start? I mean, do we let Millum go to tackle even though we drafted him to be a guard? Do we? My thing is if
you let Millum play, take Ezra and shift him over.
I was about to say if they thought somebody was better for the spot, I think they'd already been playing. I think that's the issue right now. Is that because I mean they were not afraid to throw Van Lannon in there, but if they really thought somebody was better than Walker Little and what he's putting out there that's currently on the roster, I think they'd already be playing.
Yeah, which is a scary thought in itself,
I say that's horrifying.
Yes,
actually.
But again, it's one of those things though in the offseason, we don't know who they didn't get that they talked to. They could have talked to somebody and tried to bring somebody in, or they could have had a plan to draft a tackle. But it might have fallen apart, and they didn't have the opportunity to. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's I'm getting tired of seeing them out there, both tackles. Honestly, I know it's hard to reset 2 tackles in an off season, but we got to do something at least at one of them.
I completely agree, but I think Walker's got to be first.
Yes, I agree. Miller starting next year. They might not pay Devin.
You crazy?
Oh, they're paying Devin Lloyd.
Oh, they're gonna pay him. Crazy. After this year, yeah, they're going to pay him.
Yeah, now that they feel like he found his home in this defensive scheme, he's really flourishing. He's taking on more leadership within the defense about position assignments and, gap discipline and all that stuff, like, yeah, no, you're paying that guy.
Yeah, and Miller is more of a run stopping linebacker than a coverage linebacker. He's still not tracking well in coverage. So yeah.
You're not. Miller is not ready to be a full-time starter in the NFL against tight ends and stuff.
Right.
Like, that's a hard part about it. And also, too, like, he's a great rotational piece. But, like, you can get him for pretty cheap probably. Like, he's not going to cost us a lot of money to keep.
Mm-hmm.
And if he goes out and tests free agency because he doesn't like what we offer him, like, he's not going to get a lot of money anywhere else. Devin Lloyd's about to get a big contract no matter where he ends up, whether he's in Jacksonville or somewhere else. They just posted he's currently top 5 in picks right now in the NFL, not even just for linebackers. I think he's number 1 for linebackers with 4 on the season. He's forcing fumbles. He's doing well in coverage. Like, Devin Lloyd's about to be one of the highest paid linebackers in the league, whether he's on our offense or our defense or whether he's on another team's defense.
Right.
Miller, he might get $4 or $5 million a year. I mean, that's really not much in the grand scheme of things, and we can do most of that as a bonus. But Devin Lloyd's about to be a $20-something million a year player.
Yeah, and remember we drafted Jack Kaiser also last year, so we got him in
Kaiser,
the
and also
as well.
There's no shortage of linebackers ever coming out in the draft, especially for depth piece linebackers. Like, there's never going to be a draft where there's not at least 10 guys that could be a third or fourth linebacker on your team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed.
Well, that's all I got. I mean, to be completely honest, because it is a slightly different message this week than it was last week. Key to victory: bring at least 3/4 of what you did last game, and I mean the efficiency. Bring the efficiency and the effort, and the rest will figure itself out.
That's all. Just 3/4. That's all gonna be needed.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you bring all 4 quarters of it, you're belt to ass again, which we prefer that.
Exactly.
We prefer that.
Right.
But to win the game, you need 3/4 at least of the efficiency and effort that they put in last week.
See, I want the standard to be set that you bring no more than that 100%. Bring what you brought last weekend. I want that every game.
I definitely want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely want that, but I don't want to scare them.
No, hey, they professional athletes. Hell, talking about scare them. Oh, hell no.
Have you seen Walker Little, man? That motherfucker fixing his boots while he's sleeping.
They get paid millions of dollars. They need to bring 100% every goddamn on week. Every game. They need to bring that 100%. They have shown they can do it. All right, now it's time to start doing it. Anything, as Cohen said, anything less is unacceptable now. I can see if you say, well, it was 3/4 last week, and okay, that's the best they can do. But we've seen what they can do now. We have seen it. So really,
they made a mistake and put it on tape.
There is no other excuse now.
Yeah, you done fucked up and you fucked around and showed us.
Yep.
Right.
It's like in high school, man. You write that award-winning essay, and all of a sudden your teacher expects it every time when you were just trying to cruise.
Right. Now, like Trevor said, was it a perfect game? No. But it was the closest we have seen the Jaguars play in a long time. You know what I mean? So that's what we want. That's what we want on a weekly basis. Not just one game here, maybe 3 or 4 games later we get it again. No, we want that every week. Devin says you got to take the field goals because it hurt the Cowboys. Well, we ain't worried about them little sorry-ass cowgirls. That's one group we ain't even worried about. But I agree with you, Devin. Take the field goals. Take the field goals when they're there. I was talking about that in our group chat Sunday. Take the field goals. Take the points, baby. Now I'm not. I'm not an advocate for every time it's within 60, 70 yards to let Cam kick it from there. Now, I'm not going that far, but, if it's within 50, yeah, let him do his thing. You know what I mean? Let him do his thing.
Yeah, I'm saying like last play of the quarter, last play of the game, anything inside of 75, you're letting them kick.
Yep.
Yeah.
because he has enough carry that, like, even at 75, if he gets all of it, it's at least going out the back of the end zone.
Right.
Like, they'll have to jump to try and catch it to do a return, and that's not going to be good for nobody.
Right.
But yeah, no, like regular situation though, you don't want to see Cam kicking that often.
No. I think some fans get it mixed up. Here's another question before we get out of here. Would y'all rather see Trevor throw for 250 yards and lose every game, or do what he did this past week, 122 and win?
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't need Trevor Lawrence to throw for 5,000 yards and 60 touchdowns. As long as we're winning games and he's putting us in positions to win, that's all I care about.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
As long as he ain't throwing the game away, and he usually doesn't, so I'm good with it.
And the reason why I'm asking, well, you know why I'm asking, because there are some fans out there that he only threw for 153 yards. He's trash. Well, the team ran the ball 47 times, people. Yeah. 47 times.
Name another team. Yeah, name another team that's running the ball 47 times a game. I mean, we've done that multiple games in a row now. We've run over 40 times. Like,
right. And winning by 29 points. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? It has been shown. Hey, Jacoby Brissett threw it 57 times last Sunday, completed 47 of them, and they got drugged still. They still lost by 20 points. Make it make sense.
We can have, people just want Jameis Winston so bad. They want 400 yards, 4 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, and a loss more than they want 150 yards, a touchdown, and a rushing touchdown, and a win.
People are just so damn backwards, man.
But you hear it from weekly, the same thing every week.
Oh yeah. Nobody could be happy.
Tootin is going to break a big one very soon. Dude is special. Yeah, if he quit stumbling and bumbling.
Yeah, man.
But you know what that is, though. And I'm gonna tell you from somebody who had a little speed. Sometimes you get to running so fast, your momentum just carries you.
That's what I was about to say. Is he's running so hard that, like, sometimes when he gets through that and he breaks through there, he breaks through so hard and fast that he just starts getting tripping up. And you see he wants to stay up so bad because he had a couple last week. He had a 1 or 2 that, like, he was taking them 40, 50 yards if he didn't fall.
Right.
But
pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, it makes me feel great to watch him run. He looks great. And again, he's going to learn that he needs to be about 60 to 70% until he clears the second level, and then he can open it up wide open, or at least until he gets through the line of scrimmage, get his keep his balance, and once he hits the edge, or once he gets past the linebacker, just go.
Right.
He'll figure that out. But he's still young. He's still a rookie. He's still playing in the NFL. He's going to figure it out.
Right. Yeah, William. Trevor talked about that earlier about how Etienne is a lot more patient now, and his vision is a whole lot better. Yeah, Trevor talked about that earlier in the show, and I agree. And example was that 13-yard touchdown run when he followed his blockers into the end zone. That was a thing of beauty, man.
Beautiful.
That was a thing of beauty. So yeah.
Well, boys, another good one, another great one. Happy to be here. Thanks for coming in, guys. All the way from across the world, Mr. William Zitterwari. I'm sorry if I probably butchered that. We got Devin in here. We got Robert. Excuse me. Jeez. Duval TV. That one guy that said that one thing at the beginning of the show that I'm not going to acknowledge. Yeah, man, we got the crew. We got everybody like we always do. So we really appreciate you guys for coming out. Thanks for coming in and just, giving us your time, giving us your ear.
We do appreciate you. We do appreciate it.
He's a working man. No, we really appreciate you guys. And, it's one of those things, man. We do this for the fun of it. We do it for the love of the game. We'd love to make some money off of this eventually, but we're doing it for the love of the game, and then that might come later. Y'all have a good one. Duval, shout out Worm.
Duval, Worm.
Peace.